How to size the wing and other lifting surfaces. Do you wish to build that airplane model that you like a lot, but you don't know what size will be suitable for you? From the classic 3 views you downloaded from internet, you copy the correct proportions to make it to scale, you choose a size, build the plane, install all the electronics, go to the field to test your plane and, it doesn't fly well. But what happened? The plane is similar to the real one. Well, here we will discuss how to size your model wing, so you will be sure it will fly fine. It is worthy, I can tell you. You can also check if a plane has the right wing size. The right sizing of the wing or the lifting surfaces has a lot to do with the type of flight of our airplane model. For radio-controlled airplanes, an important factor or variable that determines the type of flight is the wing cube load, that is called commonly C. But what is the wing cube load? Note. Don't let you impress by the mathematic. At the end you will see that the calculations, if needed, are very simple. The wing cube load C is defined as the total weight of the plane divided by the lifting area to the 1.5 power. Another way of presenting the same definition is the wing load, weight divided by lifting area, divided by the square root of the lifting area. In this presentation we will use the first definition. Note that we use the word lifting area and not wing area because in certain planes lifting is produced not only by the wing but by other surfaces too, as the fuselage, the canard, or the elevator. In this presentation we will give you tables where the lifting surface to the power 1.5 is already calculated, so you don't have to use any scientific calculator. In our own experience, we have troubles flying planes where their C is over 12 because the planes didn't fly very well. Meaning, hard to take off, hard to land, unstable during turns, you need speed or the plane stall, etc. For that reason, in this presentation we will calculate lifting surfaces that will limit the value of C to 12 or less, depending of the type of plane we want to build. To calculate the value of C we can set the weight in ounces or grams, and the lifting surface in square feet, or square decimeters. It will give the same value if you use a consistent unit system in metric units or English units. For example, 1000 grams equals 35.2 ounces, 30 square decimeters equals 3.22 square feet. C equals 1000 divided by 30 to the power 1,5 equals 6.08. C equals 35.2 divided by 3.22 to the power 1,5 equals 6.09. It is well known in the hobby that if C is less than 7 you have a floater plane. If C is between 7 and 12 you have a good flyer. If C is greater than 12 the plane requires speed to keep a stable flight, which is a problem during takeoff, landing or slow flight. It had happened to me of building a model to scale proportions, but without considering the C factor, and sometimes the final C resulted greater than 12, and the model was difficult to fly. How can we fix this problem? In the following tables you will see the C values for several models that I have built or bought. See the yellow column. Looking at the models where the C value is greater than 12, you will note they didn't fly well, difficult to take off or land, unstable during turns, tendency to stall, etc. As the models were already built, to decrease the C value, I increased the wing area on the models Learjet, Fan Trainer, and L39, as can be seen in the table. Note in the table that all models with a C value under 12 didn't presented flight problems. Also note the corrected C values for the Learjet, Fan Trainer, and L39. Pause the video if you want to make a closer look. As can be seen, increasing the wing area corrected the flying problem because this decreased the C under 12, but the scale look was lost. Then, the idea is to build a model to scale, but considering an appropriate C to expect a good flyer. You can also check a plane that you have and present flight problems. Glider Radian has AC equals 4.83 and the model really floats. fan trainer had initially AC equals 17.18 with an area equals 14 square decimeters, and was very difficult to fly. After increasing the wing to 21 square decimeters, C value became 10.69 and the plane flew well. The Glider Radian has AC of 4.83, and the model really floats. The fan trainer had initially AC of 17.18 with an area equals 14 square decimeters, and it was very difficult to fly. After increasing the wing to 21 square decimeters, the C became 10.69 and the flight was excellent. Method to size the wing area. The following steps will give us the needed wing area or lifting area, based on the value of C or wing cube load. From the table on the next slide, we choose a C value, bearing in mind our type of plane. We estimate the total weight of the plane considering motor, battery, ESC, accessories, the empty plane, etc. With total weight and C we find the wing area or the lifting area. With the area we find the wingspan or the plane size, if the fuselage is of the lifting type. As a guide, these are the C values used for the type of plane and from my personal experience. For gliders and trainers, 3.5 to 5.5. For scale flight, 6 to 8. For sport and aerobatic, 8 to 10. For acrobatics, 10 to 11. For jets and 3D, 11 to 13. Step 1. Choose a value for C. We will work with two examples at the same time. Example A. A trainer. Example B. A military jet, the MiG-29. From the table we choose a C value considering the type of plane that we want. Example A, for the trainer we choose C equals 5. Example B, for the MiG-29 we chose C equals 11. Step 2. Estimate the weight of Model A. An electric trainer about 1,300 mm wingspan. The table shows an estimate of the weight considering the different components of the plane, including the empty plane itself. The total estimate plane is 1,540 grams or 54.3 ounces. Step 2. Estimate the weight of Model B. Jet MiG-29. The table shows an estimate of the weight considering the different components of the plane, including the empty plane itself. The total estimate weight is 1,450 grams or 51.1 ounces. Step 3. Calculate the needed lifting area. First, let's simplify the following expression. C equals weight divided by lifting area to the power 1.5. Calling the lifting area to the power 1.5 as ASE. Result the simple expression, C equals weight divided by ASE. Step 3. Calculate the needed lifting area. C equals weight divided by ASE, and then ASE equals weight divided by C. Example A. Trainer, we had chosen C equals 5 and weight equals 1,540 grams. Which result ASE equals 1,540 divided by 5 equals 308. We go to the table, on yellow, and we find an area between 45 and 46 square decimeters. We choose the higher value to be in the safe side. Step 3. Calculate the needed lifting area. ASE equals weight divided by C. Example B. MiG-29. We had chosen C equals 11, and weight equals 1,450 grams. ASE equals 1,450 divided by 11 gives ASE equals 131.8, we go to the table, on blue, and we find area equals 26 square decimeters. This table shows the values for ASE from 1 to 60 square decimeters. The values on yellow correspond to the trainer. The values on blue correspond to the MiG-29. This table shows the values for ASE from 61 to 120 square decimeters. 120 square decimeters could be a trainer with a wingspan of 2,680 millimeters or 105.5 inches, which is a pretty big plane. Calculate the area for different types of wings. Once we have the needed area, we calculate the wing dimensions or the plane dimensions. Here is a brief list of wing types. Rectangular wing, trapezoidal wing, arrow wing, delta wing. Other lifting areas. Calculate area for rectangular wings. Rectangular wing. Area equals wingspan multiplied by chord. Then wingspan equals area divided by chord. For other geometric forms. For a triangle, area equals base multiplied by height, divided by 2. For a rectangle, area equals side A, multiplied by B. Calculate area for trapezoidal wings. Area equals wingspan multiplied by mean aerodynamic chord or Mach. Mach equals tip chord plus root chord, divided by 2. Then wingspan equals area divided by Mach. Calculate the area for other wings. Flying wing and delta wing. Calculation is similar to trapezoidal wings. Area equals wingspan multiplied by mean aerodynamic chord or Mach. Mach equals tip chord plus root chord, divided by 2. Then wingspan equals area divided by Mach. Step 4. Calculate the wingspan. Example A. Trainer, area equals 46 square decimeters. Assume a rectangular wing with a wingspan to chord ratio equals 6. Area equals 46 square decimeters, equals chord multiplied by wingspan. From there we find wingspan equals 16.6 decimeters or 1,660 millimeters. Chord equals 277 millimeters, and we will be pretty sure that our model will fly as a trainer. Step 4. Calculate the wingspan. Example B. MiG-29, area equals 26 square decimeters. In the case of MiG-29, the lifting area includes the fuselage too, as can be seen on the next slide. To make easier calculating the wingspan on this plane, we will show the lifting area as a function of the wingspan and probe till we are near 26 square decimeters. To show all the dimensions as a function of the wingspan, we simply divide each dimension by the wingspan dimension. To calculate the total area, we divide the plane in 3 zones. 1. The wings. 2. Central fuselage. 3. Front fuselage, and we show all dimensions as function of the wingspan. In this case, the total area can be expressed as total area equals 0.38 multiplied by wingspan to the square. Step 4. Calculate wingspan for the MiG. Example B. MiG-29, area equals 26 square decimeters. Now 26 square decimeters equals 0.38 multiplied by wingspan to the square. We can probe or resolve for wingspan, and in this case, wingspan equals 8.27 decimeters or 827 millimeters. Of course, if we want a more docile plane, we can increase the wingspan. I used wingspan equals 900 millimeters for my model of MiG-29, which gave AC equals 9.11, using one motor, and a total area resulted 34.8 square decimeters. Result: a plane very friendly to fly. Example B. MiG-29 area equals 34.8 square decimeters. Later on, I wanted more speed on this plane, so I installed 2 motors E-Flight 6 series, of 2700 kV, 350 watts, with 2 batteries 3s, 2200 mAh. I also installed a fixed landing gear. The weight increased to 2,305 grams and the C changed to 11.22. The plane is more difficult to land due to the extra speed needed, but the C value remains less than 12, so it still flies well. It might look that the process to calculate the wing area or lifting area is a little cumbersome, but believe me, it worth because you will have a model that will flight okay. See you in the next video. Subscribe to get notification of new videos.